Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So this week's video is all about reviewing the Potensic Atom SE drone, which I got over Christmas, and I must say there is a big but. So I paid £240 in total from Amazon, and this is the Potensic Atom SE Creator Combo set, and it comes in this nice big box. Okay, so let's get into the details of the drone and give you the reason why I'm sending it back. So the drone Creator Combo set comes in a nice big bag, which is great. It's got loads of pockets on the outside as well, some little side pockets there and some front pocket space there, and a nice big handle. The Creator Combo set is absolutely brilliant because it comes with quite a lot of stuff actually. So first of all, it comes with the Potensic controller for your drone. So it comes with the antennas there, and you slide out and put your phone in, and obviously take these little handles out from the bottom there and you screw them in, and it allows you to then control the drone. Okay, so it's really good quality remote. Actually, I was quite surprised at how good the remote was. It feels like a PlayStation pad, which is quite cool. No complaints about the remote control at all. Brilliant. And it charges really well, and it also charges your phone while using it, which is quite nice because your phone battery won't run out then while you're flying your drone. So the remote control is quite good. What else did it come with? It came with a big charging port and 3 battery packs, which are smart batteries. So these are really impressive. They did actually last quite well as well, just as long as they said they would last. So there's 3 of these in the Creator Combo pack. I don't think one of them would be enough. If you just have one battery, you just have a little bit of flight time. If you sort of buy the Creator Combo pack, you do get not only 3 of the batteries, but you also get the charging pod and the cable to charge it with as well. And you can also plug the controller into the charging port at the same time, and it'll charge the control for you as well, and it does come with the cable for that too. Okay, what else did we get? We got a bunch of cables in the top there for different phone connections, and also to charge the controller as well. And we got a bunch of spare propeller blades, which I'm sure will eventually come in handy. I'm pretty sure all drones come with them. A screwdriver set and screws to replace the propellers, instruction manuals, a bunch of cables and whatnot. So all very impressive. And then that brings us on to the drone itself. Okay, so let's have a look at this bad boy. So this is the drone. Okay, you can see it's quite small and compact. It just goes in my hand quite nicely. And the legs fold out really well too. So if I just fold that bad boy out like that, big legs first, and then you can see that it is a nice looking drone, and it does resemble the DJI drones. I'm completely new to drones, but I'm just going off what I've seen. I've never owned a DJI drone, but I can say that they do look very similar. So it's a very nice, well-made drone. The branding on the top there from Potensic, and the battery goes in the rear end, and an SD card goes in there. And you've got sensors on the bottom to detect the ground when it's landing and taking off. And then the camera, okay, is just on the front there. It's not a gimbal camera. It's got a very simple 2-axis gimbal, and it does wobble quite a bit. So let's get into a few good things about the drone that I found on the flight that I took it on. Okay, so it does fly really well. It took off immediately, went up to 1.2 meters and just hovered, as you can see in this video here. And it responds well to the actual controllers. Now, I didn't have any issue with flying the thing. It's quite fast if you want it to be. It's also quite slow if you want it to be. It flies really well. I've never flown a drone before, but as a beginner and as someone who likes tech and cameras and all that, I could tell this was a good drone. So in terms of flight, it's quite good. It responds, it goes left perfectly fine, it turns right perfectly fine, it goes up perfectly fine, it goes down perfectly fine, it swivels left and swivels right perfectly fine. The response from the controller is absolutely brilliant. The GPS on it is really good as well, and I've got no issues with it. So far, so good. This brings us on to the camera. Okay, so this is the main gripe I've got with this device. Now, the camera itself is exceptionally good for the actual price of the product. I wouldn't have expected something that good. If you look at the DJI Neo, which I've not owned, but I've seen footage of, cinematic based footage on YouTube, you can see the sheer quality of the video footage that you're getting from this device compared to the DJI Neo. So if we just look at this video now, so this is an aerial shot that I got of the beach. I went quite high with it, as you can see. It goes way up and just covers the whole beach. You can see it's quite steady as well, and it's also really, really good quality. Now, I did actually have to crop this video because unfortunately the camera stays with the drone. So when you turn the drone left, the camera goes left. When you turn the drone right, the camera goes right. Now, that's not a problem when you've got a calm day and you're just flying the drone and you can keep it steady. But when you've got a bit of wind, that's making the drone go left. As you can see on the original footage here, it will make the horizon not accurate, and it'll look quite strange. Okay, so I could deal with that. That's not too bad. As you can see in the first beach video, I did crop it and it looked fine for what it was, and I didn't really have an issue with it. What I do have an issue with, and this is the reason why this drone is unfortunately going to be sent back, is the steadiness of the camera. Okay. This drone is not good at keeping steady camera footage. Okay, so when it's flying along, obviously it's vibrating in the air, or it's just the movement of the drone itself. The camera is going to shake with it. Now, I don't know if that's because I'm very new to recording drone footage or flying a drone. Maybe I would get better in time. I don't want to keep it and risk it because then I won't be able to send it back. I've only flown it once. But the camera isn't very good. I've tried it. I've tried many different speeds. I've tried many different variations. And unless I'm going up into the sky like I did on the beach video I showed you earlier, like this video, for example, I'm just flying towards the monument there in the park, and you can see it's just shaking everywhere, every little bit of distance I travel. Now, absolutely fine if you're not looking to get a drone to record steady footage for like YouTube videos or anything else. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. But what I was looking for something that records steady footage, aerial footage, and like nice overshots of areas that I'm visiting for my YouTube videos. And unfortunately, this just doesn't do it. It doesn't look professional. It's shaky. The camera footage is kind of wobbly, and it doesn't get that convincing, really nice, soft and flat drone footage that I am after. If you're just looking for something to have a bit of fun with, to just fly around the park with your kids, and you're not particularly bothered about the video, you're not going to use it elsewhere, you're just going to watch it back yourself, no problem with it. The camera's absolutely really good, and the quality of the camera is really nice as well. And if the shake doesn't bother you, then there's no problem. The drone is really, really good. I would recommend it. However, if you are looking for something that you're recording some really steady, nice camera footage on, this unfortunately isn't good enough because it doesn't have the ability to stabilize the camera because it doesn't contain a gimbal. Also be good for, checking over, I suppose if you want to check your drain pipes out, you could fly it up to your house and look at the drain pipes. Or if you're a farmer, you could fly it across your field and see your cattle. It'd be perfect for something like that, just for, checking out surveillance of areas or whatever it is you want to do. Or just fun, just flying it around the park for fun, because it's only quite cheap. I'd recommend it for that. But I am sending it back because, no, it's just not good enough for recording really nice, steady footage, unfortunately. Now, what we'll say is the drone itself, the quality of it, the flight of it, the batteries, the controller, the charger, the bag that it comes in, everything's great. It's just the fact that it doesn't have that really steady camera. You can see it just sort of vibrates everywhere. It's never going to get any steady footage. What I realised was when I bought the drone in the first place is that they do actually have a 4K 3-axis gimbal version. So the Potensic Atom SE is the 2-axis gimbal version, and it relies on electronic image stabilization, much like what a GoPro uses. Now, I've got a GoPro, and the image stabilization on it is really, really, really good. There's no issues with it whatsoever. But unfortunately, the electronic image stabilization on this drone is just not good enough for what it is intended for, in my opinion, for my required use of it anyway. But the Potensic do the same drone, exactly the same drone, Potensic Atom, not the Atom SE, the Potensic Atom 4K. It's pretty much the same drone, with slightly more distance that you can cover, so you can go up to 6 kilometers, I think. But also, it has a 3-axis gimbal on it, which is exactly what I need. So when I say I'm sending this back, effectively what I'm doing is I'm going to go and swap it for the Potensic Atom, purely because I want really steady footage. I want that classic sort of smooth drone footage of an area that I'm visiting or walking in or camping in or whatever it is I'm doing. And I don't want it to be shaky because I want the footage to be usable in my YouTube videos. If that's not what you're doing and you want to save a bit of money and just buy like a decent drone just to fly around and get some footage, this is your man. If not, then the Potensic Atom 4K 3-axis gimbal might be what you're looking for, because that's what I'm going for instead of this. I'm going to go for the Potensic Atom 4K 3-axis gimbal, and I will let you know in the next video that I do how that is, because I should have it by the time I do another drone review. So in summary, the Potensic Atom SE Creator Combo Pack, it's a brilliant bit of kit. The combo pack is brilliant, the batteries are brilliant, the controller's brilliant, the drone itself is a really nice drone. It looks great, it feels great, it flies great. The camera's really good on it, but unfortunately the image stabilization is not good enough for what I want to use it for, and for that purpose I am sending the drone back. However, I am going to buy the Potensic Atom 4K 3-axis gimbal version, and hopefully that will reduce the shake and all that unsteady footage and get me some really nice drone footage. I am really excited to get that one because I now know that Potensic do make really good drones, and they are proper competitors to the DJI market, because this is a brilliant drone. And if I can just get the next model up with the gimbal on it, I have a feeling that it's going to be a proper competitor to some of the DJI drones that are out there in the same budget range. So let me know if you've flown one of these drones before and whether you think I'm right or wrong. Is it the way I'm flying the drone? Is it just a case of me not having enough time to play around with it to get the best settings? I have only used it a short amount of time, and I want to send it back because I don't want to fly it loads and then risk not getting a refund. So I've only trialed it and not used it properly. But am I rushing into it? Should I keep hold of it, or have I made the right decision? I think I've made the right decision. I don't want a drone that doesn't capture really steady footage. It's a shame because it is a beautiful little thing and it really is good for the price that I paid for it, but I just need something that's a bit more steady. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. I'll send it back, I'll let you know how I'll get on, and I will put a review of the Potensic Atom 4K with the 3-axis gimbal on it as soon as that arrives, and I will show you what the differences are and what that one's like compared to the SE. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that video. I know it wasn't sort of super in-depth and detailed, but it didn't keep the drone long enough to do a truly honest review. There's loads of features on this thing, such as follow me mode and circle mode and a bunch of other stuff that you would typically see on a more expensive drone, but I didn't want to use it too much because I just wanted to trial it. I don't want to end up having to, you know, not get a return from Amazon on this item. But I do highly recommend it if you're not looking for something that is super high quality video. There's nothing wrong with it other than that shakiness of the video, but I just unfortunately needed that that's the reason why I bought the drone, to get that particular video style. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you on the next one. Like and subscribe, please.